All right.
There you go.
All right. I got five.
All right.
5 myths and facts.
Just enough time for this session.
Yep. Followed by 3 things at the end, or maybe 2. So
See how you go.
see how I go. I tend to blabber on. All right. Myth 1. Oh, pump on.
A little bit stiff today.
All right. More training is always better.
More training is always better. Well, I'm going to say yes until it's not. So you could look at a scenario like cocaine and hookers.
I love cocaine and hookers.
That's right. More is better until it's not.
Yep.
Okay. So if more training, you think if you can benefit from more training, then go for it. Odds are you're not training at your potential anyway. Okay. Is there such a thing as overtraining? Geez, you've got to be working hard to be overtraining. You will know when you're overtraining. If you want better results, I would look at what you're currently doing. And yes, if you have time and can possibly do more, then I would do more, personally. Yes. If you're looking to lose weight, if you're looking to gain muscle, again, that's structured around, so building muscle sessions, 72 hours between each muscle group. Cardio, yes, you can do that every day. Will it take away from your lifting as long as you're not doing it before your lifting sessions? So if you structure it properly, then yes, training is good.
Well
Is
done.
that the answer you wanted?
Yeah, that's it. Definitely the answer one, especially for the people that are watching.
Yes.
Christy, more training is better. And
So,
no.
let's put it... Sorry, Christy. Let's put this in perspective. So, if I diet for a show, I will do 2 cardio sessions, morning and evening, and this is at my peak, and a weight session in the middle. In the past, I have done a cardio session in the morning, 2 weight sessions, and a cardio session after my second weight session. And that second weight session is more of a circuit style HIIT training, where I'll just punch through 5 or 6 machines, 3 or 4 rounds, and then go slog it out on the bike. Or
That's just a calorie burn.
correct.
Yep. Say 99% of the population probably couldn't overtrain.
Probably not.
Yeah.
No, they would stop because they were sore or tired or lazy.
Yep.
Yeah. Before it would happen. Yes.
All right. Number 2, doing abs gets you abs.
Well, yes, but so doing the actual abdominal crunch, leg raise, etc. You're working the muscle. It's going to create stimulus. You're going to develop that muscle, and they're going to get stronger. Yes, that's what you want. If you have 2 inches of body fat over the top of those abs, then doing abs is not going to make them poke through that. You're going to want to do some sort of cardio-based activity, or actually watch your diet. So you want to drop body fat in order for your abs to show. Does that mean that you shouldn't be doing abs because it's not going to show the abs? Then no, you should be doing those abs. Do your ab workouts. You can train abs every day. They recover quite well. If you're just starting out training them, I would opt for twice a week. Split it evenly over the week, and then slowly add your sessions as you go. Very high recovery rate, the abdominals, same as the calves.
And biceps.
Ooh, big call.
Okay, I didn't know.
You just threw that out there?
Yeah, I thought, fuck, for everyone that wants bigger biceps, just train them every day. Fuck it.
Well, so again, it comes down to that rule, 72 hours between weight sessions. However, because of the volume that the abdominals are used and the volume that the calves are used, if you train them every day, different rep ranges, different exercises, then you've got to get benefit out of it, yes.
Yeah. But a bicep just gets used too much in a lot of the other programs.
It's not a high density like type 1 muscle fibre. It's more of a type 2 or a mixture of both, whereas calf muscles and abs are very type 1, so they're very endurance based. Bicep, you can do that, that's great, but can you do it 400 times? Yeah, right. Your calf could.
Yeah.
Body weight, yeah.
I didn't know you could train your calf muscles every day.
Yeah, give it a go, bro. People just don't though.
Yeah.
Because it's a shit muscle group.
It is. Yeah.
And you go, what are you doing? Training calves. And you're like, half-assing it. We tack in 3 sets at the end of your chest workout that you just spent an hour and a half doing, you know. Why are they growing? Well, let me tell you.
I think you've got them in twice a week for me. Yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Even with the dodgy ankle.
Yeah, I mean, it'll probably help increase everything around there. All right. Number 3, cardio always burns more calories than strength training.
Have we covered this?
I think we have.
I'll answer it, only because I actually just recently read a study last week. So whether it was on our last podcast or not, I'm unsure. However, I believe a more recent one came out where they equated a weight session over trained individuals, I think it was 8 to 12 weeks, and a cardio-based session, and then they had a control group as well. And the only thing that was the problem was that the nutrition, so the calories weren't equated for both. I think the cardio-based group were in a slight calorie deficit going off their macros, like averages, and the weight training group were in a, not surplus, but maintenance sort of. Maintenance towards surface leaning, so slightly more calories. But the weight loss over the two, fat loss over the two were very similar, nearly almost identical. However, the resistance training group gained more muscle mass. Therefore, you could equate and say that weight training is actually better for body composition, weight loss, and muscle gain than cardio-based activities for all you ladies out there.
Yeah, but they might get bulky if they...
Oh, that's another myth. Let's put that one down.
Yeah.
Good luck getting bulky and putting on heaps of muscle, females.
Yeah.
You don't realise how hard you're going to have to train to do that and get over the top what you think is over the top. You'll want to end up looking toned, which is what you guys want.
Yeah, I think where that myth comes from is when women do start training and they are a little bit overweight, what happens is the muscles pump up.
Grow initially, yeah.
And unfortunately there's a layer of fat around the quads because this is like their whole leg thing. Oh, my leg's getting too big. But the muscles are simply pushing the fat out. Do you know what I mean? And there's probably a very small amount of muscle in there. And if they just lean out,
Well, they'll also find that when they first start weight training, if they haven't before, that they're going to get those newbie gains. So they actually may even put on weight.
Yeah.
If they're putting on more muscle mass than what they're losing fat, then the weight's going to go up, and then they go, oh, I'm getting big and bulky, this isn't working, and then they'll stop.
Yeah.
That's where like DEXA scans, skin folds and that sort of thing can really play its role. So don't shy away from the weight room. Get in there, get it done. It's more enjoyable, I find, than sitting on a treadmill for an hour.
Yeah.
Yes.
The only time I've seen like a bulky chick or what looks like a bulky chick is when they're hell for leather into CrossFit, and it's this more so than out. It's quite impressive.
Yeah.
Like they do get quite fucking big on the upper body.
It's big traps and big shoulders.
And that's what sort of gives away the whole like, fuck you, you've got a lot of fucking muscle there. Yeah, right. It's because of all the overhead lifting, I assume.
Usually, if you've got big traps, usually that person's can throw some weight around. It's usually fairly strong. Yeah. So that's a good gauge of strength. Yeah. Not how big their arms are or chest is or whatever. If they've got big traps, it's usually a good sign.
So I really can't throw weights around.
No.
I do not have traps.
You got traps.
Oh, sweet. Very, very small ones.
You just don't have lats. So we'll work on that posing.
It's been a while. All right. Eating before bed will make you fat.
Poor. Nah. Well, it goes down to the old saying of what you eat during the day, right? So the old school way of thinking was if you eat something, then you go to sleep, it just sits in your stomach and isn't burned or used, or it's absolute bullshit. Your stomach will still digest it, it'll still be used, it'll be used in the body, possibly, I won't say more efficiently, I'll say just as efficiently as if you would eat and move, because your body's at rest, therefore it's just straight repair mode. It's not actually burning anything that's stored or such. So as long as your total calories for the day are equated when you eat those meals is negligible. It doesn't really matter at all. If you're time poor and your last meal happens to be right before you go to bed and that's the only time you can get it in, eat it. Yes, you may make up a little bit heavier simply because of food volume. Doesn't mean you've put on fat, doesn't mean you've put on weight. It just means you might need to do a shit pretty soon.
Yes, I need to shit all the time. Yeah. All right, number 5. BCAAs are a great supplement.
BCAAs, branched chain amino acids, for those people not in the know, are a very poor source of. Why are you laughing?
A lot of people use them.
A lot of people use them.
Fucking ask questions about them.
They've been marketed very well. Let's put it down to that. It is branched chain amino acids. Do I just spit everywhere?
Yeah,
sorry.
that's all right.
Branched chain amino acids are not a complete protein. So proteins are made out of amino acids, and the idea behind them was to get something fast acting into the muscle, into the body, so to prevent muscle breakdown. It's a load of shit. There is no proven evidence that it absolutely does that at all. You can think of it this way. So branched chain amino acids are not a complete protein. Therefore, the worst type of protein source you can think of, let's go to even a vegan plant-based protein source, say pea protein, is better than branched chain amino acids by a long shot. Yeah. If you're going to take branched chain amino acids, fine, take it, they taste good, great, you're wasting your money. Have it with an EAA supplement, so something with essential amino acids. Therefore, those two together are going to make a complete protein and you will get something from it, you'll get benefit out of it. In saying that, you can have branched chain amino acids if you're eating it with a meal, as in a complete protein source, so chicken, beef, peas, vegan-based plant protein, yes.
That's right, that's my stuff right there.
Yeah. So, yeah, don't waste your money, not worth it.
Yeah. There's so many people that use it, man.
Oh, mate, I did it for years, bro.
Yeah.
Years.
Yeah.
And I even knew about it, that it was shit, but...
Just like the taste.
100%.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah. So if you like the taste, use it. If
So
you think it's doing you any benefits, fuck it right off down the sink.
Yeah.
All right. Last one. Crunches are the best workout for abs.
Crunches?
Yeah.
Are we on abs today or something?
Ooh. Oh, yeah, this will be the last question, mate.
All right. Crunches are the best workout for abs?
Yes.
Well, that's like saying bench press is the best workout for chest.
It's definitely not that.
That's all you should do is bench press.
Okay. What's the best total ab exercise that could fucking hit the most spots? Like, what would be your number one go-to if you're like, just all you can assign them is one core exercise?
Yep.
And then they have to do that to get maximum results.
I'm going to give you two answers. Okay, one is going to be a leg raise, whether that's in a captain's chair or on the ground, simply because it hits your core, and a lot of people have a weak core, males and females, and therefore have lower back issues. So that is the number one I would give to people. If you're already in a stage where your back isn't too fucked and you're already lifting, my go-to would be a Swiss ball sit-up. Comfortable for the back, get you up off the ground. The closer your feet are together, lying on the Swiss ball, the more stability you're going to use, so you can't switch off on the negative. And you also have to lie full stretch back over the ball, so not just a flat sit-up. You're actually opening the abs right up, you get that full stretch, and then crunching up. So to me, that's one of my go-tos. Yep.
Sweet. Thanks for doing us on the... I didn't mean to say doing us, that was kind of weird.
No. That was a quick one. That was good.
12 minutes, mate.
Boom.
Yeah. All right. Well, until next time, hopefully we can do 18 or 20. But
100%.
That's just my fault because it takes me a year to set up. So,
all good.
Thanks, Chrissy, for tuning in.
Thanks, mate. It's
Thanks,
good.
mate. Appreciate it.